everyone. Yeah, I plugged you in. I got cut off there. But I got the cards. I figure I'm gonna read them. So they turned out great. What I'm gonna do? You guys are stationed here now, the other side of the room. I'm gonna quickly do it because I haven't seen like 2 of them before. So I'm gonna do a quick reading on them. Just read them through the book, and then actually and so what I'm gonna do, we're just gonna put this on, and then and just sit with it for a second. Sit with your energies. Get some intention from the reading, for the reading, and here we go. What I will do, and actually what I kind of want to do is, okay, alright, so I'll tell you the cards, because I told you one of them before we got cut off there. So we got Emotions and Intellect. Beautiful card. For those of you that are not familiar with this deck, there's a lot of third eye energy in it. This is not a great camera. It will be getting the upgrade. Well, kind of did it. Either way, beautiful deck. Really love it. A lot of third eye energy. Obviously, I think sacred, masculine, and divine is, because tarot is no specific gender. It is, both masculine and feminine, because it's what we are. We come from the one. The next card that I got in the pull was the 9 of Earth, in reverse. Which was very interesting. And what I might do again, see this orange-haired, fire-haired dude, masculine, with an orb of energy over his sacral and over his third eye, and this rose, this flower. And actually what we might do is go card by card, if you're alright with that. I mean, we'll go card by card and see how that goes. So with Emotion and Intellect, I think it's the same card, it's one card, they're tied together. I think there is an intelligence to being emotionally intelligent. And then there's also an emotion, so to speak, to intelligence itself. You can be intellectually superior in a sense to people, but to be emotionally and intellectually superior and or heightened, enlightened, and I don't mean in a superior to anyone else other than your older former self. That's the person I'll always talk about. It's never someone else, unless we're talking about, moving past negative, toxic partnerships and things like that. Those are the only people that you should, and even then, to a degree, besides an FU, is also, peace be with you, good luck, right? It's, if you tie their shoelaces on the way out the door, they're only going to make it outside the door. So you might as well tie their shoelaces correctly and say, see you later, you have no excuse to stop at the door, and then slam the fucking door. Excuse my language. So yeah, I think with this, there's a time that we're coming into. I feel this a little bit resonant. This is a kind of a collective consciousness reading, and this is an emotional, intellectual time that we're coming into. I mean, look around. Look around. Everywhere you look, the world is filled with contradictions and hypocrisies that are surfacing. They're just exploding on the surface, all over, from countries to religions to or ideological groups and reasonings, and even the spiritual community. That's something that I think for a little while I've been very silent about, but I'd very much like to change. Is the nature of healing retreats. Yeah, I'm kind of coming for you guys. Yeah, I think what's being done in the healing community is, there are some genuine, absolutely just gem human beings, or aliens having a human experience, I'd like to put it. But yeah, when you make healing retreats so, and try not to curse, that's the Aries in me. When you make healing retreats so unattainable and unaffordable, I mean, the world is going through a mental health crisis, a spiritual health crisis, a financial health crisis. And then you got some crazy, here it comes, some white chick that went down to Costa Rica, to Guatemala, to, Africa, whatever. She got to experience the medicine in some cases it's relative, I get that. Hand to God, I put that out there, so, ooh, my bad. But then there's also people that go to these retreats, they're not paying that, what we're paying in North America or other parts of the world in Europe. They come back with these teachings, with all this sacred knowledge and this plant medicine, and you got $3,000, $4,000 for one person for like a night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming for y'all. Because that's I'm gonna break that. That should not be. And anyone that's like, well, inflation. Not doing that. No. Sorry, you get to see my fiery side. You're falling in with everyone else that's charging $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 for a weekend. That's some and unfortunately, even some of the locations that these places, these retreats, because it's a person that owns property, land and property, and they have, cabins, and they rent it out to a small group, or to a lady, or to a guy. Usually it's a woman, or a group of women, and then those women turn around, because all of a sudden they're like, well, I got my overhead here, But the reality is, if one lady or even 3 or 4 ladies rent a retreat, for a weekend, which is going to be what? Maybe $1,800, depending on, if you're in the ritzy hills of, hoo-ha and whatever. And then so here we go. I'm going to try and wrap this all up here on this, because that's something that definitely comes up with emotional intelligence. When you're trying to help people, but I know people that need help. I I got friends that are parents that have beautiful wild human beings running around on this planet, you know, making mistakes too, and stressing their parents out. And I see my buddy, and they need medicine too. I mean, granted, and then this is the beautiful contradiction, hypocrisy that comes around the spiritual community. They start to say, then they turn around and they say, well, shouldn't he be the medicine for himself? You know, with the nose all held high too. You don't think that these people haven't been trying to be the medicine for themselves all this time? You know why? Because they can't afford nitrous to be pumped into their system, to have plant medicine, and to have Mother Gaia, you know, and Mother Ayahuasca come down and probably do it the way that we've been conditioned to do it, which is the tough love way and the purging way. Either way, just saying, emotional intelligence, people, right? So don't get had by people that are, because I've tried to get my friends in with these places, and it's $3,000 for an evening at someone's house. And I see how, and these people are living in these big ass houses, these mansions, and you're paying for them to live in these big mansions and you to get messed up for one night. How is that even possible? Oh, that's my brother. I'll call him back. Probably wants to get picked up from work. So, just, yeah, we're gonna do something about that. Okay? I ain't looking to name names and so that people stop going to I don't want to mess with anyone's business. I want people to have emotional intelligence so that they don't go spending, because now that the cost of living is going up, well, politicians are making themselves richer, and the taxes, the Carney, blah blah blah, he turned it off like a switch. Like, get out of here. They're playing games with us. So, like, this is the time to wake up. This is the fiery side of me telling you to grab the bull by the horns, right? Emotional intelligence, even when it's a tough day. What is your emotions telling you? This is how I'm going to run readings, okay? This is also, I think this is where this card is calling in your sacral energy. It's a connection there. This is like also kind of a love card, right? This is what's coming up. God, I feel fired up right now. This is what's like, okay? You can see he's like holding, not even holding. He's like very, very patiently using his energy to hold this rose. One rose. You can imagine it's for one person. For one being to give to someone. Right? And there's the connection between his third eye and his sacral chakra, and as well as, I mean, and yeah, his heart, but you know, it's the rose, right? You know, you could even argue that it's over his throat, but we'll go with the two chakras and the symbolism here. Granted, it's in reverse, so it's an inverted feeling, right? It means an inward work. It's an inward work. If you want it, and this could be, you know, this is a collective consciousness. This is me as well as you. You are me and I am you. And so, if that's how you're going to get it, it's the divine union that you want. It will manifest. It is manifesting. It's 9. 9 is complete in the spiritual realm of numerology before you get in your double digits. Right? Next card. You're going to love this. Okay? Death and rebirth, upright. Again, this camera doesn't do them justice, and that is unfortunate and on me, but it's a gorgeous card. A chalice of 3 skulls holding up a golden egg. A golden child being born. And I know a lot of people think snakes and serpents and reptiles and they think evil. Yeah, they can be, but also they can also be the opposite. They can be the other side of it. Right? And so that's what's happening right now. Our old selves are dying. God, I love it. You should too. It's been a crazy birth that we've been going through. I remember there was a... Shoot, I should probably turn this down. It might be blowing out the audio. I don't know. Either that or it's me blowing out the audio, but... but, you know, I remember a Terence McKenna lecture where he talked about how we were already in a birthing. We are in the birthing canal. You think that, I'm sure I wouldn't know because I'm a man and there's 2 genders. Sorry. Spiritually, I think there's a little bit more going on, but, you know, physiologically, that's another thing. Anyways, back to what I'm saying. He talked about how we were in the birthing canal. And I thought to myself, well, he said that back in 1990. Maybe early 2000s. I was like, well, and I kind of discovered him, unfortunately, after he passed. But anyways, I was thinking, how long is this birthing? Did it already happen and I missed the train? Everyone else that I'm left here with, we're all a bunch of, we're the schmucks that got left behind or something? I'm like, no. We're at the destination. We're just becoming the passengers that have need and want and desire for that kind of transportation to the next place, the next dimensions around and above us. And that said, you know, I think we are coming out of the birthing canal. I think it wasn't, and he even made the point of saying that if we stay too long, if the birth takes too long, if the birthing takes too long, you can risk killing the child. And if the child stays too long inside the mother, you can risk losing either the mother and the child. Those are the dangers of it. So it's we have to leave home kind of thing. And we have to grow. And we have to turn into the beings we're supposed to be. So anyways, that's happening. Whether you like it or not. And I know a lot of us, we're excited for it, we anticipate it, but there is an anxiety behind it, and I say let it go. Surrender to the flow of this, and find your affirmations, and tell yourself it will be okay. I'm hoping to get this inside of one video, because at 20 minutes it kind of cuts into another one. So, 4th card, reversed, was the child. Beautiful card. I think this is a symbol of finding inner work again. Death and rebirth, outwards. We're birthing outwards. We're going out into the world now with who we are becoming. And child. We are finding the inner child. The innocence, the purity within us to forgive the past. It's not even really a forgiveness card. It's more of an imagination, creativity, energy. It's an energy card. It's the energy within. It's in reverse, inwards. The child within. Find the child within you. And I think we're about to... let that go forward. Yeah, you're going to become an adult one day. But never lose your sense of youth and child wonderment. Okay? I gotta go. Things to do. Beautiful day out there. Kind of. You know, it's a little muggy. But we're about to spring into spring. So get your seeds in the ground. I mean that literally and spiritually. It's coming, everyone. Water your plants. Water your seeds. Have a great day. Breathe some air. Eat a good sandwich or something. You know, love. You know, love, and love yourself, and love someone else. Hug someone else, someone you know, and love a stranger from a distance, and say hi to them and help them. Joanne, lady that I ran into in the middle, the worst truck stop to be stopped at. Joanne, I hope you made it home safe and everything. And peace be with you all.